Okay, I am going to do a live audit of two different construction companies, their websites, their ranking, their SEO, and their Google business optimization. So I have a huge list of a bunch of contractors, giant lead list for me to go through. And I just quickly looked at this one here in green, which I thought is doing pretty well. I do have a few tips for them. And then this one was one that I had a note that, needs some help. So I haven't fully audited both of these or either of these yet. I'm just going to do it live, transparently, just walk you through every step that I do when I audit a business and look at how we can help them improve. Okay, so let's look at Beacon Home Design first. Okay. First thing I noticed about this website is it's very beautiful. I think they did an excellent job. The beauty comes from showing off the work that they do, right? This is just a picture. It's not really designed necessarily in an incredibly beautiful way. Does this work? Does this do anything? Okay, it does. So yeah, the design is fine, but they're showing off the work that they do, which is beautiful. So now let's get into, let's start with SEO. So I use this program, it's called Detailed, that just pulls out the SEO of a page and gives you advice on it. This is free, by the way, you can go download this. And I'm not gonna go super in depth on this, but I do wanna walk you through this and explain what they did good and what they need to work on for their SEO. So first off, this is the title of their page. It's called the meta title. And this is a home designer, a custom home designer. And even though it says red, it's too long here. This is great. It says custom home design, which is what they do. And your title should really include what you do. So this is Beacon Home Design, which is the name of the company, and this is what they do, custom home design. You could make it longer and say custom home builder as well. So that's a commonly searched for term. Their description, again, it's saying it's too long. I don't think it's too long. They're listing what areas they service. And they're talking about their dream home design, residential design firm, luxury coastal design. I mean, I think they did an excellent job here. The next one is their URL. This is saying that they have given this URL to Google to be indexed. You're allowing Google to index your URL, which is very important. Their canonical URL is set up. The robots tag is set up in their Google Search Console. And that, again, is just more information for Google's robot to climb. So it's good that they have it here. This says that they're missing keywords. I think it's just asking for more content on the page, more copy that points out these different keywords that they have. They only have 472 words. Ideally, we'd like that to be higher, but I get it. It's difficult to put a bunch of copy on the page. I always hide a bunch of copy in an FAQ section that has collapsible answers. So you can answer your FAQs with lots of words. You can use lots of keywords in those answers, and then they're collapsible, so it doesn't look like paragraphs and paragraphs on your page. So that's just one tip to get your word count up. Add more keywords. And if you don't know keywords is just what's searched on Google. So if somebody searched for custom home build, custom home design, you want that keyword to be all over this website. Now, the other thing that is really, really important is that H1 says 3. Now, with H2s to H6, these are your headers on your page, and they have a hierarchy. So the H1 tag is the most important, and it goes down in importance, and the H6 are the least important. Your H1 tag, you should only have one of them, and it should be this right here. So their H1 tag on the page is probably this. This is Coastal Contemporary. Now they're using a really, really, really important tag, the tag that Google reads predominantly when it comes to your page. They're using it in a way that's not explaining what they do, who they are, where they service. They're using it just for saying coastal contemporary. So, and they have multiple. Every website should have one H1 tag. It should explain what you do, where you are, and what services you provide. So for example, this should say, um, you know, #1 custom home builder on Anna Maria Island. And that would be an excellent H1 tag for them that hits a keyword, where they're at and what they do. Okay, but I do love the photo. This is a big, beautiful photo design. Let's see the responsiveness. Okay, so notice this with me. This picture, I cannot make my screen big enough where it shows anything but this picture. So I will never see this unless I scroll. This is designed on purpose this way. It's set to, basically the logic is that this picture will display at the maximum view height. So that means that whatever I set this height to, it will only ever show me this picture. I can't make it show me whatever's below it, okay? Some problems with this. This is called the hero section, the first section that you see that's above the fold. Some problems that I see with it. So #1, we talked about the H1 tag. In their logo, it says what they do, but ideally I'd like it to say what they do here. Another thing I'd like for it to show is the reviews or some sort of proof of, that they do good work. But a little bit of that is relayed through just this beautiful image of this home that they built or designed at least. And then the last thing I'd like to see in the hero section of this page is a way to contact them. They do have their social icons, but I'd love a form. And sometimes the form looks tacky and terrible, but there are ways to make it look beautiful and fit in with kind of the vibe that they're going for. What we do, okay, it's good. They talk about what they do. Here's some reviews that they have. One thing about these reviews that I would change is that they could have easily made up this review. I'm not saying that they did, and if I were a betting man, I'd say they did not make up this review. But anybody can go on and they can type a review that looks like this. So I would go ahead and import your Google reviews or reviews from anywhere else, even Facebook. You can import them, and they're embedded, which means they look and feel exactly like Google. If you see a review on this page, you can go find it on Google. They're the same and they're connected. So if somebody changes it, it changes here too. And that just looks a little more authentic to me. So this review could be written by anybody, could be written by the owner, but when you import it, it shows it connects to the actual Google profile, and then it's not. Portfolio is excellent. This is beautiful, incredible work that this business does. Full portfolio link, good. They talk about their process. This is great. This answers some questions that their customers may have when they come to the website. More proof. One thing these guys kill it with on the site is just the big, beautiful pictures. Okay, so let's see how this website is. Let's see how they are ranking. Okay, so this is their Google business listing over here. So they have 17 5-star reviews, which is a little low in my opinion. I think they could probably get a lot more reviews, but they're perfect reviews, so that's excellent. Looking at their category, they've chosen to categorize themselves mainly as an architectural designer. This could be correct, this could be incorrect. I think chances are they would be best categorizing themselves as a custom home builder, but maybe primarily the work that they do is architectural. They're only doing the architecture piece, I'm not sure. But it is good that they've used all of their categories. So you get 10 categories that Google lets you list, one main category and 9 subcategories, and they've used all of those. So that's excellent. This is fully filled out. They have photos here, which is great. They have full 5-star reviews. They're responding to the reviews. Let's go see all the reviews and see if they've responded to all of them. They're responding to all of the reviews. Excellent. Using the customer's first name. That's great. Yes, that looks nice. There's a few they haven't responded to. I would take the time to respond to all of these reviews and I would talk about Charlie and his wife's project specifically. If I were the owner, if I was AJ, I would respond and I'd say, hey, Charlie, it was so great working with you and your wife. We loved building you, dot, 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 exactly what you built them. And say, you were really easy to work with. When we went through the design, you guys asked great questions. And then when we built the home, we're glad that we made you happy and yada, yada, yada. And just read through and respond to everything that they say. I think that's a great way to do it. Okay. They got their phone number, they got their website, they have their hours. I always tell people to keep your hours open a little bit longer, but that's up to you. So this looks good. Now let's go see how they are ranking. So I use Local Falcon for all my rankings, for my ranking checker. And let's go ahead and put them in here. They are in Florida. Okay. Oh, okay. I know why it's not showing up. They're here. I already typed them in. Okay. All right, so this is where they seem to be located. Let's look. Beacon Home Design. Okay, so they have a physical location. You can see their address here, and that's why it's showing up that this is where their location is. This is where their office is. Now, if you're listed as a service area business, then your dot on this Local Falcon ranking searcher is going to just be the center of whatever your area is. So keep that in mind. So I'd like to see how they're ranking for custom home builder. I think that's very important. And they're listed as an architectural designer. So let's see how they're doing for their main keyword. So this is their main, and this is what I think their main should be. Let's go ahead and run those scans. Run scans, okay. And this is a 4-mile radius, I think. So 8x8 grid. And I'm pulling all of the ranks from each of those locations. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'll be back when this is finished. Okay, and it is finished loading. So these are the two reports I ran. This one's for architectural designer. This one's for custom home builder. So real quick, I can see how well they're doing on these. For architectural designer, they are an average rank of 1, and their SOLV, which basically just means the percent of the market that they have in that area, is 100%. So needless to say, this report is going to be 100% green with maybe one yellow area. But for custom home builder, they only own 0.83%. So they're ranked 14th on average. So let's look at both of these and see if they load. Okay, this is their ranking for architectural designer. Now, that's great. I mean, it's phenomenal. That's why I said they were doing some good stuff there, their SEO. The only thing that you then need to find out is, are people searching for this term? And maybe they're not. And there's a lot of terms that people would search for, but just one thing to think about. Okay, and then this is their custom home builder search. So this looks like a keyword that they could work on building out. And let's see, let's go to their page. Let's see if they have custom home design and custom home, but they don't have custom home builder. So that might be something they should add. Where we design, let's look. Okay, they have all of these listed. Aha, okay. So this is one of the primary reasons that they are doing really well. They have all of these locations and they have a page for each one, okay? We're winning Sarasota custom home design, okay. That is absolutely key. Now, if you'll notice, I haven't clicked through this, but let's just double check before I say so. The layout of these pages is exactly the same. Let's see if Jason and Amy, okay, so they have different reviews, they have different photos, they have a different title for each page, it's listing the area and what they do. So this is absolutely perfect. And that's how they are achieving this #1 rank. The only thing I would add is build, but maybe they don't do the build. Maybe that's why they're not showing up for the build. They just do the design. And that is absolutely excellent. So this is one huge win for them, is having all of these different location pages. See where this takes us. Okay, so this is the form to fill out. That's on a different website. Okay, that's just their Jotform link. I don't think that you need to do a Jotform link. I think you can do a regular link with your WordPress or your Wix, whatever you have, but there you have it. Very good. They have all of this done really well. Only thing that they need to fix is their H1s on the home page. And it says that this page is missing a description. Okay, so maybe this page needs to be updated. Let's just look at this. Okay, beautiful. Look at this. Looks great. They have a page for all of this. Yes. Notice their URL goes portfolio and then each one that they've done. So yeah, look at this. They should have way more reviews. Look at all these homes that they've done. Yeah, and it appears that they're only design. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so this was an example of an excellent website that's doing really well. Let's look at one that is not as excellent. Let's leave that open. Okay, let's look at Digging Deep Construction Services. They're listed as a general contractor. Let's go check out their page here and this page here. Okay. Okay, so first thing I notice is that they have not used all of their Google Business categories. Second thing that I notice is they're listed as a general contractor, okay? So when I look at, okay, services aren't listed on the homepage. So these guys do construction, concrete construction, footings, foundations, driveways, parking lots, anything in between, excavation, utility, demolition, forestry, and consulting. Okay, these are their services that they provide. However, over here they're listed as a general contractor. And normally I work with a lot of general contractors. I tell them their main category should be general contractor. But in this case, I think they should probably be listed as an excavating contractor. I think they would be doing better if they more accurately had their main service as excavating contractor. And they do have a bunch of services here that are not listed inside of their Google Business account. So those should be added as well. So again, 5-star review, great. They have 15 reviews, looks good. I don't see them responding to any reviews. Yep, no responses to any of the reviews. That's one thing to fix. Whoops. Oops. Photos. Okay, good amount of photos. All good stuff. Okay, let's check out the site. So first thing, this is their H1 tag. This says the name of their business, but it doesn't list what services they do. So namely excavation. It references digging, but I would have those keywords for excavation in there. Let's see what else they have. Excavation, or maybe demolition included as well. Maybe utility is very important for this business. Things that they could be listing in this most important piece of their website, they're not listing. They do mention that they're commercial and residential, which is good. And they do have some calls to action here with some buttons. So that is also good. So let's see how this is doing. Okay. So first off, their meta title, which is what shows up here when you find their website. I don't even see their website here. Am I missing it? Their website is not even showing up. They have their Instagram's doing well. That's great. They have Facebook, but their website does not show up on the homepage. And I can't even show you what I'm talking about. Is it down here? Okay, no. So the header tag, sorry, not the header tag, the meta tag is this link. So when their business should show up, this is what will show up in the header in the meta tag. So let's look at it again. So this is all it says. It just says home digging deep. So really, this should say, digging deep, pipe. That's what this little guy is here, pipe. And it should say excavating services in Bradenton, Sarasota, or in Manatee County, excavating and demolishing services in Bradenton. And then the description should say, number one, excavating contractor with yada yada years of business, working in commercial and residential or something like that. So they're not using either of these things, and that's why his website does not show up when you search for this here at all. He shows up over here. This is his Google business account is showing up, and that's good. It has to, because we literally search the exact name of the business. And I live, 10 minutes from where he's located. So it's why it's showing up for me here. But there's some work to do there. This URL is not indexable, which means Google does not know to crawl this URL. This needs to be submitted to Google Search Console, and then it will be indexable. There's no robots tag, so you're not teaching the robot how to crawl the page. He does have one H1 tag though, which is good. But again, it's being wasted on just listing the name of his business. I like that he has an About Us section here. Ideally, I would like, I think his picture's down here, yeah. I would like Pete's picture in this About Us section. This is his business. He should be talking about what he's built, what he's done, how many projects they've done. I should be really selling himself and why they're the best for the job, why people choose us. Okay, so he's selling it a little bit here. I'd love to have his picture here. Also, I don't like this. I don't know if this is a stock photo or not. I guess it could be them. But ideally, I think that photo can be better. Services, see, all of his services are on one page, okay? There's no links that I saw, nothing clicks. Yeah, there's no links. So ideally, the way to rank better would be to have a excavation page, a page that just talks about excavation, and it goes into much more detail about all of these sub-services. So this is the main service, and these are the sub-services that he provides. So he could have a whole page where the title is excavation service in Bradenton, Florida, and it talks about all of these different things that he does. These are all keywords that he can rank for on his individual page. Okay, and then the locations that he services, let's see if we can find those. Maybe I missed it. In West Florida and Greater Tampa area. Okay. I mean, I'm glad it's listed here, but you got to remember when people come to your site, their first questions are, what do you do and where are you? So we're listing what he does. He listed what he does here, but not where. So that's, again, why this needs to say where this company is. Okay, they have the form. I would put the form up here. Again, that's how you get people to fill out the form. One tip just for Pete, there's no CAPTCHA on this form, and your email is listed in plain text. So Pete is getting a bunch of spam emails and spam form fills by robots and people that come to his website to do this. So a CAPTCHA here and removing this would really help. The phone number being visible is fine. Let's see what Call Now does. Okay, it literally calls. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. So if you're on mobile, see if the site is mobile responsive. Please be mobile responsive. Okay. It kind of is. Okay. This site is not mobile responsive. So that is another issue that is really, really hurting him. Let's go look at Beacon. I bet you Beacon is a tablet. Okay. You can see it slight shifts to tablet here, but still looks good. There we go, mobile. Oh, sorry, this is tablet. Here's mobile. Let's see. My screen's a little big. So normally a phone's maybe this size. Yes, okay. Yes, mobile responsive looks great. So digging deep needs to fix the mobile. So nobody is going to be able to read the website on mobile, and that's a big issue. They do have HTTPS, which is good for them. Okay, this contact us form goes down to here. Okay, that's good at least. All right, let's see how they are ranking. Digging deep. A quick scan. I think I already did this one too. Let's look. Digging deep. Okay. Okay, so this is where digging deep is located. So another thing to notice about this, just because I know this area, I caught this immediately. This is a residential home. So this location is, this is probably Pete's house. And ideally, this is not set up correctly here. So this should be a service area business where he can just say, hey, I service this area, you know, and draw a little map around that, say these are all the areas I service. But right now, I mean, you could potentially have somebody show up at your doorstep. I don't think anybody would do that, but this is not how Google intends to have businesses work. This is not a online business running from your house. This is a physical service area business that you run. So he could be being damaged in his SEO rankings for that as well. Okay, so yep, here we go. Same map we just saw. There's Pete's house. And we're going to run this for 4 miles. Let's use excavating contractor. Okay, general contractor and excavating contractor. Let's see. So again, general contractor, what he's listing his main category as. Excavating contractor is what I think he should be listing as. I'm going to go ahead and run these scans, and I will take a break. Okay, while this is loading, I was going to wait till it's finished loading, but it's taking forever, so I'm going to show you another tool. This is a free tool. Let's see, let's grab the website. Let's go analyze their SEO, their on-page SEO. Let's let this run. The report's done yet. Still not done, okay. Okay, so this is loading. It's almost finished. Scroll down. Okay, missing a meta description tag is a big one. Page is not being able to index. No meta tag. Let's see. Keyword consistency. So we're missing in the title, we're missing these keywords. In the meta tag, we're missing them. In the heading tag, we're missing some. I don't know what these keywords are for. Low page content. No indexing tag. Let's see. Okay. There's no backlinks built for this website at all. Let's see. It says 4 backlinks. Here they are. Website rank. Yeah. Oh, they got an award. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, so this is showing that Google knows that the mobile is not working properly. And the mobile speed as well is at 43 out of 100, which needs a lot of work. Desktop is good. Just remember that about 50% of your customers are going to come in through mobile. Yeah, this is saying remove your email address. Performance on the page is good for desktop. It's loading quickly. No pixels. Okay, so that was basically Audit. They got a B-. You can look here. The performance is really good on desktop. It loads quickly, but usability and on-page SEO, this is probably the biggest one that matters. On-page SEO needs some help. Let's see if this is loaded yet. Okay, great. So let's look at both of these reports. Okay, so right off the bat, we can see for excavating contractor, he has 1% of the area for this keyword, which is unfortunate for him because it seems like excavating is primarily what he does. As a general contractor, he has 13%. So I'm also wondering if there are people looking for a general contractor and they're finding him. Maybe they're looking for a bathroom remodel, but he is a excavating contractor. He's showing up. He's winning 13% of this area's search for general contractor, but he's not even the right guy for it. So that's unfortunate. If these were switched, I think he'd be doing a lot better. Okay, So here we are. This is for excavating contractor. So he's showing up number one if you search for excavating contractor on his house, but the rest of it is, halfway down the page or all the way down the page, and he's being beat by these businesses down here. So let's check out this guy, SRQ Grading. Okay, so this is the area they serve. See, this is listed as a SAB, service area business, and look at this. GMB categories. Number one, they're listed as an excavating contractor, which is why they are number one. They are winning. They own 72% of this market in this area because they are listed as such. So Pete, if you are watching this, that is one big tip that you can use to fix that. Okay, so that's for excavating contractor. Let's go check out general contractor. He's doing surprisingly well in this area for general contractor, but I fear that a lot of the people that are looking for a general contractor are not looking for excavation or demolition when they're Googling general contractor. I could be wrong about that, but that's just my hunch immediately. He's listed number 6 down the list in this business, Acer Construction. Let's see if they do remodels and things like that. This guy's listed on his house too. General contractor, remodeler. So my kind of hunch that when people search for general contractor, they're looking for interior, commercial, kitchen, bathroom, those type of remodeling projects. And he's actually right across the street from you, right across the street from Pete. But he's picking up a lot more of the traction. So anyway, that is kind of my overview, how I would fix these sites. The first site we looked at was pretty good, small things to fix, and needs to be done some research as to what words are being searched there, and if they do the actual build or if they just do the design part. I need to learn that to be able to help that business better. And then just looking at digging deep, these guys are seemingly a very successful business, but their Google rankings, need some help. And with that help, they could be completely dominating this area. Maybe they have enough work. They don't need any more work. But those things, those points should keep in mind. And the other thing too, I would make individual pages for every location you service, every service that you provide. And if you compare all of those, so you have a page that says excavation Tampa, excavation Bradenton, excavation St. Pete. Those are awesome pages that you should have for your website. And those would really help you grow and improve your SEO. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.